Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome back to Basic Survival Tips. This is your host, Benjamin Brown. Today, I'm going to walk you through and show you how to make a survival wrist bracelet. Now, I mentioned that I would do it in my last video, but it's actually better to do it in its own video. I'm indoors right now, but it's easier to set up because this is something you want to make before you are actually in a survival situation, of course. So I'm going to go through the list of items that you'll need. A sharp knife. It's optional. You don't have to have it. A pair of scissors is actually better. Good pair of scissors. A lighter. And of course, the clamp of your choosing. This has, again, for those of you that might not have seen my last video, this has a whistle, a flint fiber rod, a flint napper, upside down, and it can also be used as a knife or a little saw right here. But it's used to strike this for if you have tinder, if you're in a survival situation. So we're going to be using these buckles, not the regular buckles. This is the regular buckle, and this is a regular paracord weave. But I'm going to show how to not only do this weave, but how to double wrap it to get it as big as this one. Now, I made this one yesterday, but today I'm going to show you how to make these. But the only difference is, with this one, is I'm going to be attaching a compass. So, now, other things you're going to need is, of course, paracord, color of your choosing. I'm going to be using this blue reflector 550 paracord. And you're going to need a measuring, some way of measuring now. Oh, easy jig, sorry. Bracelet maker. Now, I rigged up this one so it can take this particular buckle, because it only had the like half-inch on the other side and the regular inch one. So I rigged this up really quick so we can make this one. Now, this is optional. It just makes it a whole lot easier to be able to measure. Normally I'm a 9, but because it's bigger and we're going to be double wrapping, I'm going to 9.5. Now remember, this is optional. You can freehand weave it. I did it with this one, but it doesn't turn out as nice and things like that. So without further ado, let's get into it. Now, once you've selected the paracord you want, you're going to need to measure how much you're going to need. So what you're going to do is you're going to take the end of your paracord, you're going to stretch out your arm and bring it to your shoulder. Now this is 1. Now normally you'd only do 1 because this is the base that you're going to wrap your weave around, like this. So you don't really count that one. But the ones after you're going to count. Now normally you only do 3. But since we're going to be double wrapping, we're going to do 6. This is 4. Now this makes 6. Now, if you don't feel comfortable with that's enough, you can always go to your elbow, just to give you a little extra. It's always, my philosophy is, it's always better to have a little more than not enough. And then all you do is you cut this right here, and then we get started on the bracelet. Now once you got your paracord cut, you're going to want to stretch out your paracord evenly and fold it in a loop. Now you're going to pick which end you want to start the loop from. Going to take this end and we're going to put it in through here. This is where the knife comes in handy sometimes, not just cutting the paracord. Get it through there like that. You're going to take the rest of your long paracord and run it through. Like so. Now, I'm going to take opposite ends. Going to take them and you're going to put them through this end, of course. You can get it. Sometimes it's a little tricky. Now once you get it through, you want it to look like this. You want to even each cord on its right side. Now, you want to make sure it's snug. You don't want to have a lot of slack in it. You're going to take this end. You're going to bring it around the top. You're going to take this paracord, as you can see here. You're going to take this paracord, pull it over this one, bring it down under and through the loop of this paracord. And then you're just going to pull each end snug like that. And that's all it is to it, to tie the ends off here. Now let's get into the weave. Now, the way I had first showed you how to put the first ground base cable is if you're doing it without a compass. Now I said we were adding a compass. Now if you're adding a compass, this is what you're going to do. You're going to take your compass, and it has a little loop right here. You're going to take the opposite ends of your paracord after you still have this end tied off. You're going to take the paracord and run it through this under the compass. It can prove a bit tricky. And you're just going to pull it through. And you're going to slide it to this end right there until we get to the part where we're going to center it. Now, once you get everything tied off, the compass on your base paracord, and you get the loop tied over here, now it's time to get started on the weave. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take the paracord and the end where this loop is here, you're going to take the paracord, the end where the loop is, you can see where the loop goes over the paracord. You're going to take it, that end of the paracord. You're going to take this paracord here, And let me zoom up. And take this end, loop it over, under, and pull up through that paracord. And then where this loop is right here, that goes over this paracord, you're going to take it and you're going to make another loop. From here, pull it over the base paracord. Bring this paracord up, over, under, and through this. And then tighten it. And then just repeat the process. Up, over, under, through. Tighten. Then bring over, and where the loop is right here, over, this end, up, over, under, through. And then tighten. And then you just keep doing that until you get it centered, till you get to the compass. And you just keep repeating that process. And if you don't have a compass, you just do that process all the way to the end here. Now, once you get halfway through weaving it, when you have the compass, you're going to drag the compass up to here. Now, it's going to look like this underneath. You're going to slide it to this end. You're going to take the end of that paracord and you're going to slide it through like so. And you're going to repeat the process on this end. Once you pull it through, you just continue the weave. You look at which end. Okay, so this end had the loop last. So then just bring it over, under, and through. Now once you get to the end, what you're going to want to do is all you do is just double wrapping it. Now if you don't want it double wrapped, that's fine, you don't have to. But if you want more paracord and to make it look bigger, this is how you double wrap. You just bring it back over, bring this over, under, and through. And it'll be a little bit different because you're putting it over already weaved paracord, and you just repeat the same process going all the way back. Now if you don't have enough room to run the paracord under like you did the first time, what you can do is you can run the paracord on the side like this. Bring it over, under, through like that. Now this is where the scissors come in handy. Just cut these ends off. Like that. You take your lighter and you're gonna melt these ends right here. Make sure they're melted together. Let's see how it fits. Perfect fit. Have a compass on there, kind of looks like a watch. And I have the whistle and a flint knapper. And thanks again, everybody. I hope you enjoyed.